My name is Jeremy Allen. Let's talk about Salchow a little bit. Now, Salchow is like my least favorite jump to teach in a seminar setting because there's a couple of different main ways to do it, and it's different for everyone. The first way is maybe the classic 1 foot style, or pushing through with the inside of your right foot. So let me show you that. 1, 2, back, side, through. So in that case, the foot kind of stayed off the ice most of the time. Then you have kind of the medium, the in-between. I call it maybe like what Yoona Kim did. So she would go back, side, down to the ice, but it would push through almost like she's scraping the ice across her. So those are two techniques, but what I'm going to talk about a little bit more is what I have had the most success with recently. And some people call it a 2-foot technique. It's not really 2 foot because you're not leaving the ice off 2 feet, but you're actually going to be feeding through a little bit more similar to the way the toe loop was. So Elsa, go ahead and demonstrate your double Salchow. So in that case, she does a back 3-turn mohawk, or she does a forward 3-turn. To me, that's a matter of preference. But she ended that back 3-turn mohawk with her leg back, just like you would on any technique on Salchow. As she moved to the side, things are the same as that I call a Yoona Kim technique, where that foot does go down to the ice, but it's kind of like on the inside. So, but from here, this is where the difference is. The left foot starts to push, and the right foot is going to slide through, similar to a toe loop, and then up into the air from there. So let me just walk through that one more time. Back, side, still kind of on the inside part of that right foot, right toe pick. Not maybe on this whole blade, it depends on the person. And then the left foot moves out of the way as the right foot sneaks by on a slight outside edge, and then through. What I've found, of course, each jump is personal preference with the way that you can actually get it done. So there's some kids that I have had try this technique, pushing through, and it just didn't work. So we did something more standard, a little more classical, kicking through. And it worked, so I kept it. So you have to experiment a little bit as a coach and see what's going to work best. A lot of people ask me, like, what do you teach? And I say, well, I teach a lot of things. There's not one thing that I teach, and that's all I teach. So you have to be very flexible like that. The advantage, however, of doing it from this technique, I believe, is balance. How many kids get this on Salchow? And they just can't get all the way through. Well, with this right foot coming down, it allows your left foot to fully pivot out of the way. So then you can jump forward off the left toe. Where some other techniques might be a little bit harder to check as this right foot is on the side, and you might end up leaning a little bit over the left side as you're trying to go through. One misconception that some people might have is that on Salchow, where you put the right foot down to the ice, is a lot of our weight on that right foot, and my answer is it depends on the skater. If you look at someone like Javier Fernandez, he literally does take off of 2 feet, just like a toe loop would. Jaw, push. And then he just snaps his feet together. So he literally is pushing off of both feet. So, but someone maybe like Evgenia Medvedeva, so she would feel more of, and even though she's pushing back here, she's just anchoring a little bit of weight here momentarily for her left foot to get out of the way, and then transfer her weight back to the left foot. So we got a weight on the left foot. Now we're starting to transfer a little bit more equal weight here, and now slides through back to the left foot.